He traps Sonic in a pod, shoots him out into outer space, and then detonates the entire thing. Sonic 3 is derived from the video game Sonic Adventure 2, which released in 2001 for Sega's last game console, the Sega Dreamcast, before it strictly became a video game developer. This game has 6 playable characters with 2 main story arcs to choose from, where on one side we have 3 heroes and on the other side we have 3 villains. The story starts on the hero's side with Sonic escaping arrest from a group called the Guardian Units of Nations, or GUN for short. Sonic has been mistaken for another Hedgehog who escaped prison, whom he meets and discovers Shadow the Hedgehog. After being bested by this new threat, GUN captures Sonic and the homie is making headlines. With Sonic behind bars, you know his best friend Tails is ready to bust him out of prison. He turned his plane into a battle mech, breaks into prison, and starts throwing hands.
That's how you know he's your best friend.
Guy code. Meanwhile, all of this was a distraction so that Sonic's girlfriend / stalker, Amy Rose, can set Sonic free from prison. I know Sonic isn't into Amy like that, but bro, she's down for the cause if you know what I mean. Sonic breaks out of prison, encounters Shadow once again, and the two fight it out. As the two of these hedgehogs have their stare down, Sonic hears Eggman on Shadow's radio tell him to hurry up before the island blows up. Now, it's a race against time, and the heroes and the villains make it out safely.
Then, the unthinkable happens.
Eggman appears and does a live stream from the Space Colony Ark and unwields his grandfather's top secret weapon called the Eclipse Cannon.
He then does the craziest shit you would ever see in a kid's show, besides Dragon Ball Z.
Eggman test fires the Eclipse Cannon as a warning and aims it at the moon, destroying half of it. Just look at Amy's face! She knows shit is about to go down, so in order to put a stop to Eggman, the team of Sonic, Tails, and Amy reunite with Knuckles, and they break into Eggman's base and board his rocket to the Space Colony Ark to throw hands. Knuckles is off finding the missing pieces of the Master Emerald that he broke in order to prevent a new foe from stealing it, aka the baddie herself, Rouge the Bat. I'll stop. The rest of the gang ends up facing Dr. Eggman and Shadow. What happens next is shocking.
I don't know if Eggman finally found his balls, but
he traps Sonic in a pod, shoots him out into outer space, and then detonates the entire thing. Everybody thinks Sonic is now dead. Amy's crying, and Tails got his game face on to avenge his friend. So he starts shooting up the place to fight Eggman in his mech like a gang fight at McDonald's. However, we see that Sonic, before the pod blows up, has in his possession a fake Chaos Emerald designed by Tails to malfunction the Eclipse Cannon. Sonic recalls how Shadow used Chaos Control to warp time and space to teleport around, which was how he got his ass handed to him, and he now wonders if he can do the same thing too, but with the fake emerald. Sure enough, it worked.
Sonic is alive, y'all, and he's about to head to the Eclipse Cannon to shut that motherfucker down.
On the way there, he encounters Shadows, who's looking at him like he's a proud father looking at his son's first A in spelling. Learning that Sonic used Chaos Control with a fake emerald, the two hedgehogs have a final match with Sonic as the victor.
But is the world now safe? But in order to determine that, we have to look at
the tale from the villain's perspective.
And this video right here will do just that.